Virgo. It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2023. Happy autumnal equinox. Welcome to cuffing season 2023. And when I lean into your energy, Virgo, I feel like back on the move, finally moving forward. There's this like propulsion, and that makes sense. Mercury is wrapping up its post-retrograde shadow. He's going to be moving into Libra, and then by October 22nd, he'll be in Scorpio. So he's transiting 2 signs in Libra season. And so I just feel like you are like moving fast. And though you're moving fast, though life is moving fast, I feel like it's really important for you to like hunker down into your pace. Whatever, don't let everything else dictate the pace that you're going. You dictate your pace. You're running your life. You know, let you co-creating with the divine, let that dictate the pace, because you can easily get anxious, stressed out, overwhelmed, which will lead to depression and you regressing and you procrastinating. If you don't honor your boundaries, honor your limits also, or even like maybe there's a new awareness of your limits or new awareness of your boundaries that are coming in. But I do feel like you're able to get a lot done if you just allow yourself to be consistent, methodical. Slow and steady wins the race. The tortoise won that shit. So be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising. Patreon gets everything first. Patreon.com/JustJEverything for free shit. Check out my Instasham at JustJ_everything. TikTok at JustJEverything. And for other dope shit that I do, my website, JustJEverything.com. All the links are in the description box below. So hit that. Hydrate. Light it if you got it, Virgo. You are mutable earth going into cardinal air, and there is this I think I want to say a collision of energy, like a clash of energy. I feel like you're ready to ride the wave, though. Like you're ready to let the wind take you. I feel like you're ready to move forward, or to be propelled, you know, or catalyzed forward. Is that a word? It is now. So light it if you got it. And take some time with me while I create my safe space for my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2023. I also feel like don't forget about decaf. Like don't be just, your relationship to caffeine or your relationship to stimulants even may need to change. So for some of you, that's like like half regular coffee, half decaf, half, you know, like not the whole Adderall, but like half of it, or like not the whole, I was about to say bump. Let me stop. There is just something about, I feel like knowing your limitations. There is something about like going easier on your body as well. If you need help, ask. If you need to recover, take some time to recover. You know what I mean? Listen to your body, 4:04 on the clock. I just feel like there's a new foundation that gets laid when you pay attention. 4s have been coming up a lot this in Libra season, and that's about stability. It's about structure. So I'm ready. I hope you are. Let's get into it. Asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2023. Ooh, okay. First card out to be clarified on the Selenite throne is the 8 of Cups. This is Saturn in Pisces. Saturn is currently retrograde in Pisces, as well as Neptune. And so the first thing to be clarified in Libra season is your relationship to your comfort zone. And some of you are comfy in chaos. Some of you are comfortable, like super comfortable when everything is like chaotic and you just spend time complaining about it, but it's your norm. And so there is something here about like unsubscribing from the struggle and really doing your part to build a healthier relationship to your comfort zone. I feel like first thing in Libra season, there will be some sort of an emotional outpouring or a need for an emotional outpouring, an emotional release. There also could be an ending of an emotional, spiritual, or creative cycle that's going on. An end of a cycle with somebody that has Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements. But I feel like you're being shown what to be done with, what to turn your back on. And that includes your behaviors. Some of your behaviors aren't getting you where you want to go. Some of your emotional responses are not getting you where you want to be, or aren't getting you seen, aren't getting you heard in some sort of way. And I just feel like your relationship to your comfort zone, your relationship to your defense mechanisms, your trauma responses, your stress responses, all of that stuff, the like innate reactions are coming up to be evaluated so that you can experience more balance in your life. I also feel like there is something here about like either there's an upward climb or an uphill kind of climb or battle that you're evading or avoiding in some sort of way, or there is this need to descend, like to look back in the past, to like take a few steps back, and that may be uncomfortable for you in some sort of way, but hey, we're not here to be comfortable. Newsflash. We are here to figure out the fullness of who the fuck we are, what the fuck we are, and what our particular brand of service is so that we can get busy doing that. And if anybody knows how to do it, it's you. If it's anybody who is of service, it's Virgo. That Virgo in energy is a sign of service. And I just feel like you guys are slowly trying to creep out of playing Captain Save-A-Ho for everybody, you know? Virgos, Cancers, and Capricorns are my Captain Save-A-Hos, and it's just like, we're learning, and when we know better, we do better, you know? So there is this these uncomfortable lessons that are being doled out. So just keep breathing. Exactly, because if you let go and you get out of that comfort zone, bam, public success and recognition. You stop trying to steer the wheel, all of a sudden the divine provides you like your noble steed that's going to lead you to your particular brand of success. I feel like you stop fighting this uncomfortability, or you stop fighting the change, you stop going against the grain in some sort of way, and there's all this harmony that's established or restored in your physical, spiritual, and sexual energy. There may be somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements coming to visit, influencing you, or they're a part of your success or contributing to their success, or you're contributing to their success. There is this like harmonious processional forward, like you are moving forward. And I feel like you're being celebrated. You will be celebrated if you allow yourself to establish and enforce and uphold these, you know, the boundaries, the limits that you know that you have. There also could be something with moving. Maybe some of you are thinking about moving. This could be moving to a new office. It doesn't have to be your home. It could be like a new building or a new like workstation or something of that nature. I just feel like there is success in business. Like Mercury is moving fast. Mercury is the fastest, and he's just like back to his regular pace. I feel like he's going faster than even normal in Libra season. But that's not real, but he's just moving forward. Center of the reading, another 6. Can you guess? 6 of Cups, which means you're being pushed forward successfully so that you can get to a position where you feel safe to receive. There may be somebody with Scorpio placements coming in and reminding you about softness, about sweetness, about receptivity. They could have Cancer or Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements, but the Six of Cups is Sun and Scorpio. And so I do feel like harmony established in your home, harmony established with kids. There could be somebody coming back from the past, some sort of, also like old argument, old narrative, old conflict. The Knight of Swords reversed on the bottom of the deck. There could be just something that comes back up like an old wound resurfacing to heal. And I feel like you're needing to learn how to accept help, how to accept, how to receive graciously, how to receive a compliment, how to receive assistance, how to receive like love, you know what I mean? And love from other people, love from yourself. There's just so much pie out there, y'all. I just feel like, why can't you get a slice of soup? Center of the reading being the Six of Cups, I do feel like there are these bouts of nostalgia that's coming up, especially with, because the South Node, the Sun, and Mercury are all going to be in Libra together. And I feel like you're going to be able to articulate wounds, but also like big wins from the past. Like I feel like there's stuff that you just have, stuff from your childhood, from your youth, from your 20s, from maybe your 30s, that you're going to be able to, maybe even your 40s, that you're going to be able to articulate now. I feel like those of you who have kids, your kids are successfully moving forward in some sort of way. Leveling up, graduating, going to the next grade, going to the next level in some sort of way. I feel like also in Libra season, there is a shift in your connection to your siblings, to also like your youngest child. I just feel like there's a deepening, a close, what is going on with this one curl? Stop whiling. Goodness gracious. Okay. Final two cards, final two messages. This is Libra season. You will be giving a shit about your aesthetic. You will be giving a shit about how you look. I feel like if anything, you may be a bit more self-conscious than normal about that kind of stuff. So go ahead and do the things that make you feel beautiful and that make you feel handsome or make you feel comfortable. Do what you need to do so that you feel confident when you step into the house or step out of the house. Yeah, so that you can really merge your passion with your practicality, that you can turn your back on the past and really allow yourself to keep focusing on what it is that you're trying to create for yourself. With the Three of Wands coming in, I feel like you've merged your passion and your practicality and you have started to set things in motion that are now yielding a return. And so there is some, ooh, and you bossing up, baby. Yes, there is like boss energy, an empire being built in some sort of way. You know what you're doing. But also, yeah, you can have, ooh, give me a sec to articulate that. Some of us can like, it's possible to build an empire of bullshit or build an empire on really like shitty ideas and shitty concepts, or like, you know what I mean? Like you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And so I just feel like make sure that you're aware. Just make sure that you're paying attention to your actions, and are your actions going to lead you to your desired trajectory? Well, all these confirmation burps coming up, I feel like stuff's coming up to the surface. Also, there could be some powerful conversation that you're having with your father, or like some kind of word vomit or something comes out whenever, like about your dad, or your dad having that with you. I say a lot of you, but flip it. So it could be your father or father-in-law, baby daddy, like stuff like that. There could just be like shifts in how you interact with the masculine in some sort of way. So final card, final message, please, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2023. Final card, final message, please. Keep breathing. Okay, so the King of Pentacles and Temperance reverse came out. So the final card is the King of Pentacles. And when I say your ships are coming in, baby, your ships are coming in, I feel like you are a success. Also, you are contributing to other people's success. I feel like you're closing out Libra season feeling really established, really looking forward to the comfortability that you've created. I feel like some of you really grasp the concept of working hard now so you can play hard later. And I feel like it's really starting to show. But with the Temperance reversed on, well, what's now on the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. And I love that because I do feel like all of your relationships, especially like your romantic relationships, benefit from you doing this work, from you like going inward and being honest about whatever needs to be like edited about yourself, compassionately editing. I feel like there's solid pairs, like there is a good match coming in for you. For those of you who are already married, I feel, or committed, I feel like there is a depth, a new depth that's being reached in your connection. But we got to put the Temperance reverse on the bottom of the deck. And so I do feel like this is what we were talking about before. All of Libra season, I do feel like it has to do with like recovery. There is something going on with how are you numbing or are you actually recovering? Your relationship to your vices needs to be evaluated. Do you have a vice or does your vice have you? Some of you are drinking too much. I'm gonna say it. Some of y'all are drinking too much. I don't care if it's that little, half a glass of wine here or there. I'm gonna just take it's too much. Some of you are going to but it doesn't have to be alcohol. There's like escapism in everything. So whatever is happening in excess needs to be evaluated, and it's time to pull back from that. There have been upsetting situations or upsetting things that I feel like are coming up to the surface, and they're forcing a bit of an emotional outpouring. All this water at the top, it's like it's time to focus on your emotions. It's time to focus on your intuition. As a Virgo sun, at least, your opposite, your shadow, is Pisces. It's like this kind of, and so there is this, and Pisces is the spirit world where Virgo is the day-to-day world. And so there is something here about merging the magic and the mundane, and also being really honest about like recovery. As a Virgo, you have access to all the shadowy shit that goes on in Pisces, which is like addiction, delusion, jail, issues with drugs, issues with alcohol, issues like mental health stuff. Like you got to watch out for that stuff, and I'm gonna just put you on game. And some of you, I feel like you have a vice that has you, or there's something going on with like your emotional response. This also could be something off with someone with Pisces or Sagittarius placements. I feel like some of you are recovering from someone with like extremely narcissistic behavior or an extreme taker. And it may be your family member, maybe someone, that you're married to. It could be somebody that you love or you're living with. It could be a child. It could be a coworker. It could be a boss. Whatever it is, I feel like there's something or someone that is an extreme taker. I also feel like, underneath this is the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so this could have something to do with your mother. Venus is getting ready to go into Virgo on October 8th. And Virgo is the mother-daughter relationship, the mother-child relationship. And so I do feel like your relationship to recovery, your relationship to relaxation, your relationship to moderation, your relationship to patience. All of that stuff is coming up to be explored so that you can start to do your part to really better yourself, and all of your relationships, all of your work will improve when you start to be more soothing with yourself. Absolutely, underneath that, exactly. When you start to better yourself. So let's zoom out. No major arcana came out except for the Temperance reverse, which is now on the bottom of the deck. No aces and only one court card. So Libra season for you, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, I feel like has a lot to do with your day-to-day choices, your micro decisions. I feel like you're more so being observed by the divine versus the divine interfering and trying to steer you in a bunch of different directions and give you a whole bunch of signs. This kind of feels like, what have you learned? What are you going to do with the information that you've acquired? The lessons that you've learned? Where are you going to steer this train? Ooh, I just heard Stop This Train by John Mayer. Also, before I started the reading, I wanted to tell y'all that the song that kept coming in my head was Too Good. There's this remix of Drake and Rihanna's Too Good. I'm too good for you. I'm way too good for you. And you take my love for granted. I just don't understand it. Oh, I'm too good for you. I'm way too good for you. You take my love for granted. I just don't understand it. I don't remember who sings that. Years go by too fast. How long did we last? I feel bad for asking. So there could be something like, or something or someone that you are too good for. Like you, or there could be the opposite of that, where you're noticing like an overinflation of your ego in some sort of way. So, you know, be willing to be receptive to however the too good fits in or resonates for you. But you be knowing. It's just time for you to act on your knowing. And a lot of you know that something has been restrictive, or that there have been emotions that have been really like bottled up. And repressed emotions are how physical ailments manifest in the body. Your secrets and the shit that you don't say, that shit makes you sick. And it is important for you to reach for harmony, balance. You know, this is the season of I balance. And I just feel like a big portion of your successful progression forward entails a compassionate reflection of the past, like a reflection on the past. And whatever has been coming up from the past, whatever bit of nostalgia, it could come by way of a song, it could come by way of you running into somebody, it could be something that a kid or a coworker says to you that just makes you remember something. And I just feel like that piece is necessary for you to move forward and to be able to turn your back and to really feel worthy of stepping into your King of Pentacles energy. Boss. Hope to see you over on Patreon. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. Over there, we're going to clarify all these cards and go much deeper. So let's get into it. I love you. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.